I want to get back to beginnings, the start of the journey, if you will. If someone from some different cosmos said, "Who are you?" how would you answer?
I've heard that.
Who are you?
Isn't there an F between them? Who am I? I'm just a working class guy from Shepherd's Bush who got lucky. I got very, very lucky. You know, I've had an incredibly rich life. I don't think I'm very much different from anyone else. I just got lucky in the breaks, and I think that's a lot of life is like that.
Well, you know, one definition of luck is where preparation meets opportunity. That's what some people call luck.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah. But I don't really know about preparation, because I just always had a hunger to be a singer. I had a hunger to be a guitarist. We were so poor I had to make a guitar. And, you know, couldn't afford to buy one, but I wanted one that bad. I made one, and it works, and I learnt to play.
By the way, I've heard that. Is that true or just legend, that you made your own
guitar? No,
guitar?
it's true, absolutely true.
Well, tell me about that.
Well, it was when I first saw Elvis with a guitar, I thought, well, that looks cool. And of course I didn't understand it, but he had a guitar, you know, with a leather case, tooled leather case on it. And I thought that was the guitar. So I thought, wow, this is a cool looking thing. And so I thought, oh, I've got to have a guitar. If I'm going to be a singer, I've got to have a guitar, you know. So I went out and stood outside a shop window that had a guitar hanging in it. And it was just an ordinary Spanish guitar. And measured it through the window and kind of bought sheets of plywood. And my family were builders, so there was always tools lying about, like, you know, a spoke shave and a draw knife and all those things. So I made myself a neck, put the frets on it, managed to get the stuff to build the guitar. And but I didn't realise that measuring it through the window of the shop had amplified the size. It's big all the way around anyway. And I also didn't understand that the case on Elvis's guitar was made of leather. It wasn't part of the guitar, because I stuck loads of kind of furniture carvings all over mine to make it look the same. But that, you know, if you want something that bad, you'll do it if you're driven.
The making of the guitar turned out to be the making of you.
Yeah, it did. I sang it in the church choir when I was 5, 6 years old, but that all kind of stopped. But I was always a reasonable singer, and I kind of got a distinctive voice. So
there's an understatement. You kind of have a distinctive voice.
That always came naturally. It was always incredibly natural for me. That the guitaring was hard.
Well, tell me about, you saw Elvis. What, you saw him on a newsreel?
Yeah, just on black and white, BBC TV. Wow, and I thought, just like John Lennon, you know, that's what I want to be. Everybody wanted to be. Yeah, I'm going to do that. The Beatles came out of nowhere. That was what's so wonderful about it. When they hit, it was such a fresh sound. And again, what amazes me is when you first hear those early Who records, again, where did it come from? I mean, Pete's guitar style. It's so different than anything else that was out there. But you can still hear the fact that before we were playing our own stuff, we were playing Muddy Waters and John Lee Hooker and all that stuff, and the Everly Brothers and Elvis. It was all in there somewhere.
Right.
That's what I love about music today. You can, even in you know, hip hop and rap, and they kind of sample your stuff and use it. Those influences are all still there. It's wonderful.
Well, I certainly don't want to be hypocritical. I don't know a lot about music. I appreciate music, a lot of different kinds of music, but something in an interview you did some time ago stuck with me. You said that when you first started working with The Who, you'd seen Elvis, you'd made your own guitar, now you have a group, and you're putting together new music. I think your quote was, "I realized this music was coming from a different place in the psyche." What do you mean by that?
Well, most people were writing kind of love songs, and then when Pete wrote his songs, there was a different depth to the words, in the way he used the metaphor. And I thought, you know, the only way I'm going to do this is to totally dedicate my life to inhabiting these songs and get to the root what he was feeling at the time, which incidentally can sometimes make quite a miserable time of life.
Well, of course, the combination of you with Pete Townsend is the stuff of legend, making of two icons. It's been a long road with your old friend Townsend.
Yeah.
And as I understand it, a pretty rugged road. True that the two of you actually sometimes fought?
Oh yeah, but all bands fight.
Yeah.
Generally, bands are made up with 4, alpha males, over testosterone, over egoed, and it's just it's a part of being young. But when you're young, fighting is fun.